What's going on, man? King Richez here, back again with another random caller show. Yeah, on this show, I let viewers call in via the phone number or via the Skype, and you can talk with me, ask me questions, basically talk about any topic of your choice, right? Before I open the phone lines, I want to talk about a few things that I think are quite important and relevant. A lot of things that guys in particular need to understand, right? Because what I notice on YouTube is that there are a lot of guys who are unhappy with the way their lives are going. They are unhappy with the quality of life. And in my opinion, I feel like a lot of times you can make certain changes and improve your life so that you can be a happier individual. A lot of guys, would rather sit down and complain and cry and moan and bitch and look for other people in the same position to sit in a circle and, complain. And in my opinion, I feel like it doesn't make any sense and it doesn't help you. It's probably in your best interest to try and fix the situation, or at least get as much control over your own life as possible. See, my philosophy in this is getting power, right? Getting power. Hence why I put power in the corner of the screen, right? You see, when you have power, you tend to be in more control in your life, and you tend to get more respect from your peers and from possible or potential mates, as in the females you're going to date. And when you are in a position of control and power, you will be in a happier state. You will have a higher view of yourself. You'll be more confident, and you'll just be basically a happier individual. And your time will tend to be used more wisely. You won't be wasting time crying, bitching, and complaining. You'll have tangible things going on in your life. And as I said before, a lot more people will want to be around you. Now, in my opinion, I said there was 4 pillars of power, but really there's like 5. And there's actually more, but I like to make things simple, right? Now, the first pillar, I think, is physical power, right? Because, especially in terms of dating, a lot of guys will talk about how, looks matter, which is something I completely agree with. And, a lot of guys will say, well, I've been dealt a bad hand. I can't, improve my looks, and, it's over for me. But I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that there is maybe a certain ceiling that every person can reach as an individual, but I don't think the majority of people have pushed themselves to reach their full potential. So in terms of physical power, yes, you can't change your face necessarily, like naturally anyway, and you can't change your height, but you can change your build and your fitness, and you can change how your image is. You can change your basic look, right? So I feel like it's kind of ridiculous if you are a guy who is obviously unhealthy, obviously unfit, and you're complaining that, people are not respecting you or girls are not wanting to date you. You really are kind of delusional. You need to push yourself to your limit before you start complaining. Some of you guys are overweight. Some of you guys need to lose weight, get on a diet, start exercising. Some of you guys are just frail and weak. You may want to build at least a little bit of strength inside yourself. And as I said, in past videos, I used to be fat. I used to be a fat little kid, and I even got bullied for that, and it wasn't until, I got into sports and, started going to the gym regularly, that's when things started to change. My peers started to respect me, girls started to gravitate to me more. I had a higher self-esteem, I had more confidence. And let me tell you this, it's not a quick fix. It's going to take a lot of trial and error. All right. Now, the gym is just one aspect of it. Some guys, they don't wear clothes that suit themselves. right? You need to know what suits you and what doesn't suit you, right? Everybody's build and frame is not the same. What you see on somebody else that looks like it's working may not work for you. So you need to find your own lane, all right? What is your look? What complements your build, your size, your face? And then you gravitate to what works. Stop messing around or being delusional or being angry that, people do not respect the look that doesn't work for you. Just because you just want to put that out there. It doesn't go like that, unfortunately. Life is not fair, right? So as I said, some of you guys need to start exercising and just being more healthy. Some of you guys have got poor diets, you're eating crap all the time. Trust me, the term "you are what you eat" is very, very true. If you eat shit, you are shit, in my opinion. So, you might want to change that, make that lifestyle choice. Some of you guys are heavy smokers, some of you guys are heavy drinkers. That is not going to aid in you having physical power at all. It's only going to subtract. Some of you guys need to understand that you're putting poisons inside your body. You know what I mean? And you need to avoid doing that. Some of you guys are even on drugs. Some of you lot are heavy weed smokers, and some of you lot take other drugs, and I just do not condone that whatsoever. Me personally, I was a heavy weed smoker myself, and as a lot of you lot know, I see weed and smoking marijuana as taking drugs. You're a drug addict and you need to quit. Do you know what I mean? So that's the physical power aspect. Get healthy, get in shape, put out the best product. Right? Have a proper haircut, wear proper clothes. Now, I'm not saying you need to buy expensive name brand clothes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to just wear what suits you and what complements you. All right? Simple as that. All right, so the next aspect, right? Or maybe the number one aspect, financial power. Yeah? Your money. I feel like this, like if you are a broke individual, you have no place crying and complaining about people respecting you or girls not wanting to date you. You should be more focused on getting financial power and putting yourself in a better financial situation, because at the end of the day, majority of people, I would say 99% of people who are broke are not happy. 99% of people who are broke wish that they won the lottery. You can't be happy being broke. You can't be happy living a shit life, living like a bum. It's unacceptable. You should not want to accept that. You should not settle that for your life. You was not born and put on this planet to be a bum. It's unacceptable, fam. Yeah? So you need to work on your finances. A lot of you guys are more obsessed with vagina than you are obsessed with your own bank account. And that is just very destructive and dysfunctional, and it shows that you just have your priorities upside down. Big up Solo TV 84, my brother Solo TV. Yeah, make sure you go subscribe to his channel. That's my boy there, supporting and all that. Love that. Yeah, big up Solo TV 84. Yeah, listen, a lot of you guys are just happy working a job, right? Me personally, I have 5 sources of income, 5, constantly. If one goes down, then maybe another one will pick up the slack. We're living in the pandemic season. This is 2020. So any of you watching this late, this video was made in 2020. We live in a pandemic season. A lot of people have lost their jobs. Yeah. And they don't know what to do. They're scared of the future financially. And at the end of the day, like, I feel like it's a very dangerous situation to be in, where you're relying on just one source of income, your JOB, which really stands for and is an acronym for just over broke. You see, when you don't have no financial power, you are at the mercy of your boss. You are at the mercy of the economy. You are at the mercy of your company doing well or falling to pieces. I would say it's in every guy's best interest to be more entrepreneurial and try to create some kind of service-based business that will weather the storm in bad times. It's also a good idea to find good investments, sensible investments. Whether you're educating yourself in certain things as like trading or real estate investment and stuff like that, that would be a great advantage. But if you are a guy who's just working a dead-end job, such as you just work in a clothes shop, retail, yeah, you're not pushing yourself to your max potential. When you have money, you have freedom. Whether you like it or not, or you want to say the love of money is the root of all evil, right? Money makes the world go round. And if you don't have money, you're in a tight situation. Money can solve a lot of problems. Money is a tool which can solve a lot of problems. And at the end of the day, nobody is jealous of the homeless man sitting on the corner asking for coins. Nobody's jealous of that guy. Even if the homeless guy is happy, even if he lies and deceives himself into believing that he's happy, yeah, nobody is jealous of him. You want to be financially secure. There's a certain level of happiness in knowing that you don't have to worry about paying your rent. You don't have to worry about your next meal. There's a certain level of happiness you get when you know you can go on holiday. You can pay for your electricity, your gas, etc., your water in your house. That security is very important. Most people who are stressed out are usually stressed out over money. And at the end of the day, in terms of dating, right, bruv, women are expensive. Even the ones that don't ask you for anything, that they're not really trying to be money grabbing gold diggers, yeah, they're still an expense. Dating and women are an expense, whether you like it or not, right? So it's something you need to bear in mind. And another thing you need to understand is that time is money. Time is money, because time is the only commodity that you can't get back. We've all heard of stories of people being homeless, flat broke, and then they built some kind of business, or they got a big break or opportunity, and then they became millionaires. We've heard all of the success stories like that. But the only thing that you cannot overcome is time. When time is lost, it's lost. You get older, you don't get younger. Everybody gets kind of weaker, not stronger. So it's in your best interest. The younger you are, you need to be more obsessed with being successful and getting financial power, right? And your end goal is financial freedom, so you don't have to work for anyone. You don't have to answer to no one. You're your own boss. If you don't feel like working today, you don't. If you feel like going on holiday today, you go. That's the kind of life you want to live. You don't want to be working your whole life, having to clock in at 8:30 in the morning and answering to some guy who's telling you what to do all day. That's not the kind of life I want to live. I've never been that kind of guy, and I'm not really living that life right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very important that you lot take that into consideration. And another thing about financial power, do not go and invest in liabilities. You see, the matrix that we live in will encourage you to waste your money and waste your time on frivolous things, on liabilities also, right? So typical liabilities that the matrix will make you believe you need to invest in is, like, for instance, designer clothes. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I like to, buy a little bit of drip every now and then, but I don't make it a big habit. It's not a big cornerstone of my confidence that I must be wearing Louis Vuitton, Gucci, you know, and Stone Island and all these other things. I like it every now and again, but I don't waste a large percentage of my money on it. Because why am I going broke making somebody else rich? It doesn't make sense. Another thing that people waste a lot of money on is cars. Now, you know, I can appreciate a nice car, just like the next man or woman. But a lot of guys are breaking their necks to get some flashy car to impress strangers. They're not even doing it for themselves. It's not a logical thing to do. You know, a lot of guys and girls, especially young, they'll go out and finance a brand new car or a year-old car to look like they're some rock star. Bruv, it doesn't make sense. Stop doing it. Right? So just think of every purchase you make. Is this an asset or a liability? Is this something that's going to last? Is this something that's going to take money away from me, or is it going to bring me some kind of value? Do I really need this thing, or am I buying this thing to impress strangers? Because the thing is, if you're buying something to impress strangers, yeah, they may give you a little bit of an ego boost for that 1 second, but then as soon as they're gone, they've forgotten about you. But you're still there having to pay the toll for that thing that you've bought, for that liability. And it's usually not bringing you any money back. It's only making you more broke. All right, the next one. Yeah, mental power. Very, very underrated, but very, very important pillar of power. Mental power, right? A lot of guys and girls, you know, do not have any mental toughness, right? They don't have the perseverance to overcome obstacles. You know, when the going gets tough, they crumble and they start crying and complaining and looking for people to blame. No, that's a waste of time and energy, and you're moving backwards. You need to use your time wisely and constructively. You need to think logically, especially men. We always need to think logically. We don't have the luxury of thinking emotionally, because when things mess up in our lives, you know, people do not give us the benefit of the doubt, and they don't, you know, sympathize with us. They tell us to man up. That may not be fair, but that's just the way it is. You need mental toughness. You need to be able to see an asset from a liability. You need to make educated choices and decisions. You need to understand that your life is not for sale and it's not a joke. You got to be able to weigh up your options. And you need to improve your intelligence just in general. I find it unacceptable that guys and you know, people in general just walking around just as idiots, deliberately ignorant. The internet is there, you know, you can find out anything you want to learn. You know, you can learn about other countries, you can learn other languages, you can learn about your own history. You can learn a trade. You can learn how to create a business. You can learn a new talent, a new skill. There's absolutely no reason why, you know, the majority of us are not, you know, intellectual or academic. There's no reason why. There's no reason why you can't expand your vocabulary. There's no reason why. So I think that everyone needs to really invest in themselves and educate themselves, right? There's no reason why you should be walking around ignorant. There's no reason why you should be walking around not having the answers to the questions. You know, it's not funny being ignorant. It's not funny being stupid. You see, and especially us black people, we need mental power, bro. That's one thing I think is lacking amongst black people in particular, mental power. You know? So it's a very important thing. The next one I'm going to talk about is social power, right? A lot of guys, I believe that complain that they can't get girls or girls don't like them and they reject them, and you know, it's over for me, it's because I'm not good looking. To be honest, I think the majority of these guys are not especially ugly or repulsive. I think the majority of these guys do not have any social skills. You see, you got to understand, this world works on communication. You know, I know a lot of you've heard, you know, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And that is so true. Many of the opportunities or, you know, ways I've had successes in my life have been based down onto the fact that I know how to talk. I know how to make people feel comfortable. I know how to take a joke. I know how to relate to people. People like being around me because I make them feel comfortable when I talk to them. I don't have no hang-ups. I don't stutter. I don't get butterflies in my stomach when I see a pretty girl. I don't have no inferiority complex when I'm around other men. Young, old, black, white, it makes no difference. They're all the same. A lot of you guys need to work on that extremely hard. You know, I hear a lot of guys on YouTube complain about, you know, this, that, the other. And just by listening to them speak, you can tell they don't have social power. It is obvious. Some people sound like they're scared when they're talking. Some people just don't sound like they're sure of themselves when they're talking. I'm sorry, this world is not fair. It's not an easy place. And you will get chewed up if you don't even have that ability to speak. A lot of successful people who are not very talented, who don't have much skill, that don't even have much mental power, have become successful because of social skills. Because they have the right social circle. You know, Solo talked about this in his live stream, how, you know, your social circle can make a huge difference. And that's absolutely right. You know, you need to be around the kind of people you want to be. You know, we have this phrase of like, if you show me your friends, it shows me who you are. You want to be around successful people. You want to be around people who have mental power. You want to be around people who have financial power. Iron sharpens iron. You want to be around smart people who make smart choices. If you surround yourself around stupid people, you by default will be stupid. If you surround yourself around people who are all criminals, at some point you are going to be influenced to do something criminal. It's as simple as that. So bear that shit in mind. And look, besides that, social power, you need to know how to interact with people. You need to know how to communicate. My best advice in that respect is that you should get into the habit of just talking to anyone and everyone. Again, black, white, young, old, man, woman, child, adult. Smart, dumb, you know, everybody. You need to be able to build rapport. You need to be able to build rapport with people. Make other people feel comfortable when they're around you. Leave a good impression when you speak to people. And I know it's very easy for me to say that. And this is another thing which is not an overnight fix. None of these things are overnight fixes. None of them. Right? But it is something that has to be done. And it's only going to reap benefits and rewards. It will get you very far. Being able to talk and network. It will get you very far. Because you've built rapport with certain people, they will be more inclined to help you and put you forward for things. And you know, it's a great gift and skill to have good social skills. Absolutely clutch. The reason why a lot of you lot are listening to me on this YouTube channel is because I have social skills. I have social power. I know how to speak. I'm outspoken. I have a wide vocabulary. I know how to speak to you know, hood people. I know how to speak to academic people. I know how to speak to men. I know how to speak to women. It's something you need to learn. It's very, very vital, bro. Seriously. You know, and the last piece of the puzzle, you know, that I'm going to speak on before I open the phone lines, yeah, is that spiritual power, right? Spiritual power. You need to be right within yourself, right? Some of you are walking around with demons inside you. Some of you are battling demons. You're at war with yourself. That's one of the reasons why people don't want to be around you. That's one of the reasons why people avoid you. You know, a lot of times it's very easy to look at someone and see that, you know, they're not right. There's something going on. There's something negative going on inside their brain. That's spiritual power. You need to be right within yourself. Very important, man. And why spiritual power is so important is because when you are balanced, you have homeostasis, right? Homeostasis, which means balance, right? When you have balance within yourself, you will have greater awareness, and you will be a happier person. You'll be a more balanced individual. You'll tend to make more sensible choices and decisions. You'll be less you'll be less at risk of being rattled by other people because you know yourself. You are at one with yourself. You will be less distracted by things that don't matter. You won't be seeking validation from strangers. You won't be looking for happiness in a female. Yeah, you'll be less likely to indulge in self-destructive behaviors. Now, I know a lot of people don't believe in anything, you know, they're atheists or whatever. You know, listen, this applies to you lot as well. Having spiritual power can move mountains. You know what I'm saying? It's real like that. But yeah, man, that's just the tenets, my personal philosophy about power. That's why I always talk about power. That's why I've got power in the corner of the screen, and I hope you lot take that on board. I'm about to open the phone lines. Let me just shout out the super chats. Big up Bear Logic, my boy, my brother out there in the States. Bear Logic, man, always supporting the streams. I appreciate that, fam. Salute to you always, yeah. Big up Corrado. He says important messages here. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. This is the thing. You see these messages here. This message about power will change your life. And I will say this, if you can just focus on these tenets for like between 6 months to a year, or maybe 2 years even, which it sounds like it's a long time. 24 months sounds like a long time, but it will fly by. It will definitely fly by, right? Especially if you're fully invested, time will start moving swiftly, and your levels will rise swiftly. And before you know it, you'll be living a completely different life. You'll be a completely different person with completely new confidence. You won't be at the mercy of other people anymore, men or women. You will be living a higher quality of life, and you will have control. If you don't have money, your life is out of control. You don't have no control. You're at the mercy of other people. You're at the mercy of the government. If you don't have physical power, you are at the mercy of people's perceptions of you. If you don't have mental power, you are at the mercy of your own ignorance. Do you get that? If you have no social power, you are at the mercy of being socially awkward. You are not putting yourself in the best position to succeed. And if you don't have no spiritual power, you are not going to be balanced. you're gonna be easily swayed. You'll be drifting, and it's not a good way to live at all. Big up Oscar, classy black man wisdom for the super chat. He says, applause to the British knowledge. Absolutely. It's not really about British or nothing like that. It's just like, bro, this is just universal, bro. This is just the way it is. But I appreciate that, fam. Appreciate that highly, man. Big up a classy black man. Appreciate that, fam. Big up classy black man again. He says, true, these USA lads want free money for lazy work. Bro, it's all across the world, bro. Trust me. I'm about to open the phone line. Every one of you hit the like button. Over 100 of you in here. I should have 100 likes as well. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you do that. All right. Big up John for the super chat. Didn't say nothing, but John always consistently super chats and supports these messages. I appreciate him highly. Yeah, big up John. Salute. Big up Amgad Salim. King Richez the GOAT. Hey, appreciate that, fam. Just doing my bit, you know, giving back. You know what I mean? Giving back to the community, man, and just talking about stuff that's relevant and important, right? I want to tell you lot now, if you're writing stuff that just seems like you want to distract everybody, I'm going to start blocking you lot, man, for real, because you're just writing stuff that is not going along with what I'm saying. So if you don't want to go along with what I'm saying, then I'm just going to block you. You can go somewhere else. Simple as that. But yeah. All right. So big up. Let me see who that was. Someone just hit up the PayPal. Big up Paul. Big up Paul for the PayPal. Yeah. I'm not going to put your name on the screen, but big up Paul for the PayPal donation as well. Yeah, so if you lot can't super chat, make sure you hit up the PayPals as well, very important, or the Cash App. Yeah, every one of you hit the like button, please. I'm about to open the phone lines, so any of you lot that have any questions or anything, call up now. If you got anything you want to talk about in general, call up now. The phone number is in the chat. Yeah. The phone number's in the chat. The Skype handle's in the chat. Let me open it up for you lot. All right, the Skype's open. The Skype's open, and I'm turning on the designated phone line. Yeah, but look, this issue of power is the most important thing you need to think about. Forget thinking about pickup lines and pickup strategies and how you can be alpha and how you can pretend to be confident and all that. That's all fake. It's all a waste of time. It's all vanity. Yeah. Hello. What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's me, Amjad. One of you super chats from London. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
I want to ask a question where basically, when you know, I get it, you know, working yourself and all that sort of stuff. But when you're trying to improve your social skills, is it best to just what's the best way to go about it when your social skills are pretty crap?
My advice with social skills and working on that is, bruv, you just got to speak to people. You got to talk to people. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah. I'm saying you got to get into the habit of speaking to a lot of people. Now, when I'm saying that, I'm not saying you have to have big time conversations. I'm not saying you have to go and beg friends with everyone. I'm saying that, you know, wherever you go, if you get into a situation where you have the opportunity to practice talking, right, take it. Like, I don't, like me personally, like sometimes I just feel like if I'm just out and about, I see somebody, I just get the feeling, oh, let me just say something to them. I'll just start talking to them. And usually people want to talk to somebody. You'd be surprised. Yeah. Because a lot of times us guys, we're thinking about girls. We're just thinking about hollering at girls. But I'm talking about talking to people, talking to guys, talking to you know, old people. It will improve your social skills immensely. You know, guys are too focused on, oh, I just want to talk to girls. I just want to holler at girls. Bro, that's just one little aspect of it, bro. You need to be able to talk to anyone. You know, some of us, I remember when I was younger, I only used to talk to guys or girls that was in my kind of like demographic. Do you get what I'm saying? Like guys that come from the same background as me. But you can't be like that because you're just going to be one-dimensional. Do you know what I mean? And when you're one-dimensional, it's going to be a problem when you get around other types of people and you don't know how to conduct yourself. You don't know how to relate to them. You don't know how to make other people feel comfortable because you just made yourself a one-trick pony. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you got to learn how to talk to different people, no matter where you are, whether you're in the library, the supermarket. Like, usually every time I go to, the supermarket, I usually talk to the cashier. Every single time. Like, and I'm saying it don't need to be no big time convo. You don't need to find out their life story. You could just have a little conversation, like, cool, get into the habit of it. And look, another thing you need to bear in mind, it doesn't matter what the outcome is. It doesn't matter if the person doesn't want to talk to you or they blank you or, they seem like standoffish or whatever. It's not about them. It's about you working on your social skills and getting your social power. That's what it's about.
Cool. But also, I want to ask, let's say, for example, when you're going out and, and you want to, and, obviously, no matter what, if you find a girl that you're attracted to, you're gonna want to have a chat with her. Is it better when your social skills aren't on point? Is it better to do what let's say some dating coaches would say, get fine and choosing signals and then approach, or is it better to cold approach?
I think it's better to do what's best for you, bruv. And what's best for you is to just put yourself out there, bruv. Listen, cool. I remember this one thing, and big up Mr. Locario, right? Dating coach Mr. Locario. You lot know I'm not really, someone that advocates for dating coaches, but Mr. Locario from back in the day always put out a lot of good pieces of knowledge, right? And he put out a video long time ago. This was before I even went to America that I saw this video, right? And basically the video was called The Difference Between Winners and Losers, right? Now, basically the premise of it was the difference is losers lose by default, right? Because winners are the people who are willing to lose, basically. Like they will still, try. And it doesn't matter if they win or lose because they're still going to try because that's what they need to do. That's what's going to be giving them a chance. You're giving yourself a chance. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you don't try, at all, you lose by default. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so if you see,
the thing, if you miss 100% of the shots, you don't fire.
Yeah, exactly. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
So yeah, I'll take that on board because honestly, man, like, all the advice you've given me, like, it's been so helpful. And yeah, just honestly, man, just keep it up, and people should just support. Like, thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries, man. Call back if you got any other questions. Call back, man. I'm here, bro.
No worries.
All right, take care.
Enjoy the rest of the stream, man.
All right, no worries, man. Take care. Hey, great call. You lot all hit the like button and also hit the super chat because this is the realest shit. This is real advice, yeah? I'm not talking no shit, and this isn't from some geek or some liar or some faker or some fraud giving you advice. I'm telling you the truth, yeah? So, yeah, you lot support the stream. Hit up the PayPal, hit up the Cash App, hit up the super chat, and make sure you like the video and call up. Look, the lines are open. Phone numbers in the title, Skype handle. Yeah, you lot call up and ask your questions, man. I'm right here. But yeah, like, this is the thing. That concept of winners or losers is so real. If you don't try, if you don't cast your net out there, you lose by default. If you don't take your shots, you lose by default. It doesn't matter if you miss. It doesn't matter if the girl, gives you the silent treatment or says she's got a boyfriend and she's not interested. It doesn't matter. If you don't try, you lose by default. That is the difference between winners and losers. Because the winners understand this and it don't matter how many times they lose because all it takes is one win. And then it makes it all worth it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so I think a couple people tried to call in while I was on the call, but hey, listen, the phone line's open, so call back right now. Yeah. See, I would like guys who are feeling depressed about their situation to really take on board everything I've said in this live stream today. Very essential knowledge. Don't be a loser by default. Hello, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, King Richez. Sorry. Hi, King Richez. What you doing here, bro?
Yeah, what you saying?
What you saying, big man? You good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. What's the topic, G?
Just pretty much what you're talking about, really, man. Like, yeah, if you don't jump, you know, if you don't take the shots in the gym, you're never gonna score, man. In everything you do, like, do you know what I mean?
Yep, 100%. Because this is the thing, is like, you know, I listen to a lot of like different content on YouTube, a lot. You'd be surprised. I listen to, you know, incels, I listen to black pillars, I listen to, you know, people who are just down and out, people that are basically depressed and stuff like that. And like, bro, like, I just feel like a lot of these people, not all of them, obviously, some people are in, you know, tight situations, but a lot of these people, if they just applied themselves and understood the concept of power and control, they could actually put themselves in a better situation. And that's just my take on it. Now, I'm not, you know, dissing these people at all, not even remotely. I'm just trying to give them a solution and a way out of their despair. You know, because me personally, I know how it feels to be depressed. I know how it feels to feel socially awkward. I know how it feels to, you know, just be some fucking hothead smoker. Yeah. I know how it feels to not have money and not be able to even buy a bus pass. Like, I have to bunk the public transport. I know how that feels. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like now, the only difference from then till now is what is really just applying myself and pushing myself and persevering and sacrificing the person I was for the person who I'm becoming. I don't even think I'm the finished product.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I'm sacrificing the old dusty, shitty me for a better version. And I think everybody, man or woman, needs to have that understanding that, you know, if your situation is shit, do not just wallow in it. Don't just sit in it and complain. Fix it. You know, nobody's gonna do it for you. You've got to be your own motivator, coach, biggest fan, biggest cheerleader, all of that. Don't depend on other people to make you fulfill your dream. It don't work like that.
Yeah, bro, I completely agree, man. Completely agree.
Man, this girl keeps calling me, man. Fucking hell. But anyway, fucking yeah, bro.
Yeah, what I wanted to say, just a few small things, obviously, because I mean quite a lot. Yeah. Did you see my I got my super chat working. I super chat last night.
What's that?
Hello.
Yeah. What did you say? Hello.
Richez.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I was just saying, yeah, super chat yesterday. I just thought did you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah. But what I want to talk about just briefly.
Oh no, do you know what? I actually, bro, do you know what it is? You see yesterday, you see the live stream I did yesterday, YouTube did some funny shit to it, bruv. Like all the basically, if you notice that video is not really getting views, and I can't see the super chats that I got for that video. Like they're basically it's just blank. So I've contacted YouTube about it, and they said that I need to wait like 48 hours because they think it's a delay. But if there's any more of a delay, then I need to get back to them as well, because there was something weird about that live stream yesterday. Like, and if you go to that video from yesterday and you look in the live chat, it's blank. There's no comments there. So YouTube did something funny to it. So all them super chats from yesterday, bruv, they haven't gone into my YouTube. They're not there. They're not registered yet. So I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm gonna be on them, like, because obviously you lot have super chatted. So where it can't just disappear. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be on them about that. But yeah, go on, bro.
Yeah, just a few things yesterday. I think you did the thing about the fat chicks, about black guys staying away from fat chicks or something. Well, on my super chat, what I did say is that, like, for me as an example, I'm kind of like you. Like, I wouldn't say I'm shallow, but I'm like, bruv, it has to be evenly yoked, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? You don't put in, like, for you, I can imagine how you was before, whenever that was. You don't put in all that hard grind to change yourself, sacrifice the old you to not have someone who's kind of evenly yoked as you. Do you know what I mean? So I can understand what you mean when fat chicks or unattractive girls come and chat to you in it from any race. It doesn't have to be white girls or black girls, mixed race girls. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? You have to have someone that's evenly yoked, bro.
Absolutely. Because yeah, like that the message from yesterday, yeah, and especially for black guys, listen, yeah, like have some self-respect, bruv. You gotta understand that, like, you gotta understand the world is watching us, and the world has stereotyped us and marginalized us. You know, just the fact of, like, you know, yeah, black men, you know, they are associated with fat women. That's ridiculous, bruv. Do you know that's actually a sign of poverty? No, real talk. This ain't a joke. That's a sign of poverty, bruv. Because as I said before, the quality of women reflects the quality of life you're living as a guy, bruv. Think about it.
Yep.
How many successful men, like really successful men, are coupled up with fat women? Think about it.
I can only think of one, but I mean.
Yeah, but even if you think of one, who gives a fuck? That's irrelevant, bruv. If you need to give me a long line, like you have to give me a long list. Not no one. Oh, I know this one guy. The fuck that one guy, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's a sign of poverty, bruv. Because when you go to the hood and you go to all these in fucking third world countries, yeah, what do you see? A lot of fat women, bruv.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you would think they would be skinny, but they're not. They're just fat.
No.
The men are skinny.
Like, let me just, sorry, I didn't want to stop you there. Like, the example I was going to come up with in my head was the boxer, Terence Crawford, yeah? Like, his chick is fat. And I think that's crazy that he's like a boxer, always in mint shape, multimillionaire, and his girl is like, she's bigger than Anthony Joshua, bro. I don't know how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, bro, it's not a sign of a successful guy, bro. You know, I remember when I saw one picture, and I think you lot probably all seen it. There was some black guy, he was with some mixed race chick, and like he looked like he was playing in the NFL, bruv. He was big and ripped, bruv. Yeah. And then his chick just looked lumpy, frumpy, and she didn't look necessarily ugly, but you know, she just was out of shape and just lumpy and shit. And I was just thinking, bro, you just made your value plummet. Like, I'm thinking, is that the best you could do? Is that your levels, bro? And listen, I know it sounds a bit mean to say that and shallow, but that's the truth. She couldn't even, like, you took time out as a man to invest in yourself, to get physical power, to look good, and then you got with a woman that couldn't be bothered to do the same. She couldn't be bothered to do the same. She just took it as, well, I look like crap, and this guy should be happy that I look like crap because I have a vagina. That's shit. That's the sign of a guy that don't have options, blood. You just took the first piece that came your way. That's dead. In my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, bruv. Even me, like, I've thought to myself, like, bruv, even going forward, yeah, I'm quite young here, but going forward, like, bruv, it's quality over quantity. If someone could see my future and say, listen, you have an option right now. As you keep getting power and stuff, you can, you know, open yourself up to a multitude of women. Like they said, for example, I could have 40 women and they're decent looking, but they could have another option of having just one. But she's not a dime, but she's good. Like, she's good in all areas. Her head's screwed on. She likes to work out. She's got a pretty face. But one, and then he'll say, "You're never gonna have another girl in the world." I'll take that.
Listen. You lot have heard me say, I'm not saying that you need to get the sexiest woman on earth. I'm not. Listen, I don't even advise getting a very, very sexy woman, bro. I just think get a decent chick, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like in my opinion, like if you are a man of value, why would you get with a woman that her number one commodity is how she looks, right? That's females' number one commodity is how they look, and you got with a woman that doesn't look her best, and she knows she doesn't, and she can't even be bothered to change it. That doesn't make sense. I don't care. Look, fat people are not happy, bro. I don't. Any fat person that says they're happy being fat, they're delusional, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, I got some guy in here saying, "Richez, you chatting shit, bro. Stop thinking small-minded." How's that small-minded? Give me the examples of successful guys who are with fat women, bro.
Nah, I don't know. I think that guy's crazy, bro. That guy is chatting this. That's crazy, bro.
This is what I'm saying. Like, people just say stuff, like, you know, obviously trolling or whatever. I understand that, but people just say stuff, but they can't. They're not logical thinkers, bro.
Nah, man, terrifying.
I'm not saying get with some skinny. I'm not. Yo, hold on. I'm not saying get with some skinny chick. But I don't like skinny chicks. But I'm saying a chick that is clearly overweight. Like, why is she overweight for? Why? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. And look, okay, Hamza put Hugh Jackman. So what? If you put what, bro, why? This is a problem a lot of people have, right? Number one, when you say something to them, they'll say, "Well, I'm not like that." Bruv, you don't represent the whole fucking world, bruv. Right? And another thing that people do, when you say something, they will come out with the one of few exceptions. That doesn't matter, bruv. It's not the norm. It's not the majority. Out of 100 men, you know, that are successful, yeah, and I say, okay, how many of them are dating fat women? And then you throw out a name, one of the 5 out of the 100 that are dating a fat woman. What difference does that make? 95 of them don't. So you want to be, because of that, them 5, that means, you know, I'm wrong, or the rule is wrong, or whatever. That's silly. That's dumb logic, bruv. Like, it gets on my nerves when people try to throw out these little exceptions to me. It's just like, bruv, it's redundant. You know what I mean? Like, think, this is what I'm saying. Mental power. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's crazy. And you got to look at it as well. You got to think about it. Why I think us guys need to be more, if you want to call it shallow, a bit more harsh, because, bruv, these girls, the average girl walking around, whether she's busted or ugly or her makeup's done badly, she'll be looking at you with your abs like King Richez, be like, "I'm going to make him work for it." Are you crazy? But you'll be going to KFC to order a triple bucket. Come on now.
Yeah, and this is the thing. This is the world we live in. And I'm gonna move on to another caller though, yeah? This is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. At the end of the day, it's like men can get critiqued constantly about everything, bruv. But if you say, "I don't like girls that that have loads of tattoos," or "I don't like girls that are overweight and unhealthy," oh, come on, bro, you're being shallow. Oh, come on, bro, that's small-minded. What are you talking about, bruv?
Simple.
Bro, how many flipping girls, fat, old, young, black, white, ratchet, academic, and they say, "Oh, I don't like a guy that's short. I don't like a guy that I have to have a guy that's attractive. I have to have a guy that's this or that. He has to have nice hair, etc., etc." And usually they're talking about things that you can't even change. that you were just born that way, that you had no power over those things. But me talking about a chick being fat, which is really her choice, because the majority of fat people, they're not fat because of medical conditions, they're fat by choice, right? Now, you know, there's a problem with what I'm saying. Come on, man, everyone needs to just be fair. You know, everyone needs to be fair, bruv. Because I was a chubby kid as well, so I know how it feels, bruv. It's not like, you know, I'm one of these guys that was just, you know, in great shape my whole life. No, I wasn't. I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's real. But yo, I appreciate the call, man. Keep watching. Obviously, I know you're gonna keep watching anyway, so I appreciate the call, fam.
Yeah, man. Completely agree with it, man. Yeah, thanks for giving me the time, bro. And bruv, guys, listen, bruv, on the chat. Bro, just listen to what he's saying, man. Just like stop, maybe think about it, and then make a good like response. Don't just blur out the next thing that comes in your head.
Yeah, real talk, real talk. Appreciate that, fam. Take care, fam.
All right, bro.
All right. Yo, call up. Any of you lot that don't agree with me, call up to the show. Let me know what you think. If you're a girl listening, call up to the show. Let me know what you think. I know a lot of people don't agree with me. Some people have beefs with me. They don't like me for whatever reason. Doesn't matter to me because you don't affect my life. But call up the show anyway so we can have it out. Hello, what's your name? And where?
Man, like Richez, what's good, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Tyler, man. This is Tyler from North London.
Yes, North London. All right. So what's the subject, G?
Yeah, man. I wanted to just add like just some points about just mental power in general, because I felt like you made some really good points about just having that strength and mental just capacity there. You know, like because it's so important. I feel nowadays, considering how much adversities there are and such, like with like things around and that.
Say that again, G?
Yeah, man. So, like, I was watching, what do you call it? I was watching that video that you had that chat with that American girl. I can't even remember what her name was. I think her name was Kiana or something.
Brianna, yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember how her old sort of like idea of like, you know, being with this guy also was so superficial to a point that I think was it like that Nigerian guy or something she was dating, and like she said like something along the lines of like if his face or something like that was so disfigured or so, like she wouldn't even want to like still be with the guy, considering that, you know, the guy still had all the attributes that made him sort of like her ideal guy and that. But like I said, like the whole mental power like so comes into it, because like guys just can't be trying to sort out for girls that way, you know, like just thinking like fat chicks in general, like, you know, like how some black guys like to pedestalize them and such. Like, for instance, just looking at a fat chick to them is almost like a KFC bargain bucket or some shit. So yeah. I've always found that just so like bizarre in that way, like, because they have no self-respect for themselves, considering the shape that they're in and that, you know.
I just think, to be honest, I just feel like sometimes we're living in bizarro world.
Isn't it?
You know, it's just like the Twilight Zone or something. Like, whatever is bad is good, and whatever is good is bad. And people do not like the truth. Yeah, they will rather listen to lies and ignorance and ratchetness. You know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, definitely.
Like me,
you know what? As well, it's funny because when you mention like a lot of the unhealthy chicks, like you know, just the overweight ones and that sort of thing, they don't really, like, they're not expecting to work on themselves. So it's almost like, well, why do you expect to why would you want to work on like yourself to get with them in any way? You know, they're not doing anything on their own side of things. You know, like they're just expecting like you for just being like, you're just gonna be there also at their beck and call and shit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is as well, and this is kind of a lot of times I've seen that whole criticism about like black guys in general, just for like being like these thug like type of like people and shit. And like the thing that just gets on my nerves as well is like that whole sort of judgment and such. Like I get the whole understanding that you got single mums and you got all these other shit like all around and that sort of thing. But it's always that stigma that that they seem to put that a lot of black men under and such. It's that whole stereotyping. And to me, that's always been like the number one thing that I just feel is wrong with today's society. A lot of times it's just like stereotyping too much. Like, I mean, in my opinion, there's got to be a point to like, or there's got to be like an end point to something where stereotyping has to at least come to a halt at some given point, because it just feels like it's a bad continuous cycle just to keep down, you know?
In my opinion, yo. In my opinion, yeah. In terms of black people, because I'm a black guy, right? You know, we all know the stereotypes that we got. I feel like it's up to us to change our stereotypes. It's up to us to influence, our own people. You can't rely on non-black people to not stereotype black people. It's not their job to do that. They're doing whatever they want to fucking do, and they're doing it in their own country's blood. It's their media. Now, it's up to us if we're going to keep, consuming it and, just being like, oh, well, that's just the way it is. No. This is why, one of the reasons why I do these videos. This is why I ignore the trolls. This is why, even though I get thousands of views on my videos and I only got to get a few hundred likes, and it's very frustrating, I keep going, because we need media like this, because it puts out a different option out there. There are lots of black guys out there that they don't want to be thug life. They don't want to be drill music. They are actually smart. And I feel like there's a lot of black guys and black people in general who they are smart, but because they know being smart is not seen as traditionally cool or the stereotypically the cool thing to do, they play stupid. I know I used to do that. And because at the time I never really saw no other option,
like role model and that sort of thing.
Yeah. So like when somebody like me who does come from that kind of background of like not the most favorable, when I'm a good kind of ambassador. I don't think I'm the best guy. I'm just saying I'm a good option for some guys that may be looking for an outlet that they understand that the stereotypes of bullshit. Is there anything else out there? Do you know what I mean? So this is why it's very important you lot hit the like button and support these live streams, etc., because we need our own media. We need to have our own representation. Do you know what I mean? And talking real, not just the music and comedy and all that shit. No, we need people that are talking some real stuff, but at the same time, they're not like. At the same time, they're relatable people. Because I'm the kind of person you could meet in the street. People that watch my videos have met me in the street, just random. But go on.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, I feel the reason why they put also that stereotype within the basically black men in the black community is obviously fear. They're afraid of the whole black masculinity trait that black person has already on them. They already know that they could go into avenues and such still for themselves, and they obviously have that. They all have that sort of way to make obviously us try and basically make us feel like we're less and shit. And you catch on to that a lot of times just from the fact that people want to generalize us and such. And it's just like, for me personally, I've always said like and also I think you've also mentioned as well that you always see the comparisons, like with any sort of black person to how other people of different race will see them and such. So a lot of times they'll see us, and they will just think, for the most part, particularly if I'm talking about women as well, they'll either see you got one side, you got thugs, and then the next part you're just going to see like black guys mainly just being like a fetish. So you can see just like those two underlining sides between it. It's like that whole stereotype there. It's like the whole sort of like along the lines of rappers or athletes or that sort of thing. And I just think that whole generalization just basically that just needs to just stop, full stop, basically.
As I said before, right? All these stereotypes are reinforced by the media and non-black people, right? And at the end of the day, they don't care, bruv, because it doesn't really affect them. It only actually benefits them. So they're not gonna stop doing that. It's up to us as black people if we are just gonna carry on blindly consuming that and believing in it. Do you know what I mean? Because this is why I always talk about rappers and we need to stop idol worshipping celebrities and stuff, because they're tools of this shit. All these celebrities reinforce it, all the stereotypes which keep us down in one way or another. And when someone like me comes out and critiques these guys, you have a lot of other black people come and want to critique me. Do you know what I mean? So it just makes no sense.
It don't. It's like, especially the whole idol worshipping as well. Like, the weird thing is as well is that I feel like in some ways, like I feel like a lot of just black people in general are very guilty to just basically idol worship some of the wrong things. Like, and I know you touched upon this from like a very, very old video about the whole sort of rappers and that sort of thing. Like, to be honest, it's just like it's always going to be that tarnishing of basically what it will break us down and such. Still, it's just that sort of thing is kind of what gets people the wrong idea about stereotypes and that sort of thing about us. So, like, it's things that I feel like education towards basically like understanding that sort of thing. Like, it's just that needs to be introduced, I feel, a lot more with just amongst black people in general. I just feel that whole generalizing and such, it just there needs to be, like I said, more voices like yourselves out there, because like I just feel like a lot of times we're gonna fall into, I just see a lot of black men just gonna fall into these traps now and then. They just fall into these hurdles where it's over a woman, or it's over like some song lyric or something or anything like that. And the thing is as well is that I do feel like, like a public speaking or something like that, that should be a lot more out there, I think, introduced to just to the black community in general, but also to more other communities as well, just to get them realizing, we're not trying to make this whole thing like a Black History Month or anything like that. This is like basically a generalization of life in general, no matter what like society we might be in. We might be in a white predominant country, might be in a black predominant country. It don't matter. I just feel like something needs to be out there publicly, just to be out there in a sense.
Yeah, man.
Sort of like just like something to gain that awareness. I don't know if you would agree also.
Nah. As I said, that's why we need our own media, bro. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna move on to another call, but yeah, definitely. What you're saying.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I know I drag out.
Yeah, you do, man. You drag out, bro. You need to breathe, man. Try.
No worries. Yeah. No, sorry. I'll let you catch the next caller. Yeah.
All right, no worries. Appreciate the call, though, man. Call back anytime, bro.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, take care, bro. Good call. Very, very smart. Do you know what's so funny? What I'm noticing in the chat, there's people, well, I think there's just a couple people that are trolling, and obviously trolling is to be expected. But it's just like, it's so weird. Like, for instance, like one guy keeps going on and on about, you know, oh, so if you're a successful man and a fat woman's been holding you down, you should dump her. I didn't fucking say that, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Some of you people are just dumb. You have no mental power. Seriously. You know what I mean? Hey, Scream. Big up Scream in the chat, yeah? Scream. JustBeMonster.com is not active anymore. So there's no need to keep posting JustBeMonster.com. It's not active anymore. Just post my second YouTube channel. All right. Yeah, and someone said it's these dating coaches fans. Yeah, it is. It's these fans of these dating coaches that are called out because they're mindless zombies and they're just sad individuals and they need a life. You know what I mean? Hello, what's your name and where you calling from?
What's up, King Richez? It's Hamza from Dubai. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. What were you telling me, Hamza?
I've just been listening a little bit to some of the combos you were having, and I just wanted to clarify something.
Yeah.
You know, when I gave Hugh Jackman as an example in it, I was just giving it as an example. I wasn't trying to say that's the norm in it. Obviously, a high-value man dating the overweight, old, fat chick is not the norm, definitely. So I just wanted to clear that up first of all.
No, I know it's not so much you, but it's just the fact of like when people bring out exceptions, like it's so irritating to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's not even just like on this issue, just in general, on the videos I talk about, bro. Like you've spoken to me. You know, I'm not just gonna say things that are untrue, fam. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
obviously.
Like I talk about the general consensus of things. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and people always love to talk about their own personal experience, or you know, they want to throw out the one little exception because I guess they're just not on board with what I'm saying. But it doesn't matter. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's irrelevant. Like, bringing out that one example is irrelevant, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that to you. I'm not saying that to you directly. I'm just saying that in general, like to anyone listening, when you listen to my videos, yeah, tell me what I said that is wrong. Challenge me on what I'm saying logically to say that what I'm saying is false. Don't throw out your personal life exception or that one exception that you know that is out there in the world, because it means nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But
another thing I want to touch up on though.
Yeah, go on.
You know, like for example, you mentioned that. You know how, like, for example, these women that always like talk about how they want, like, for example, they want a guy with nice hair or a guy that's tall and stuff, etc. Things that normally men can't even change. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the reason why that is, and the main thing is because of men's thirst, we basically overvalued women.
Yeah.
So that's what's given women so many options. Because, bro, I'm not even chatting shit, yeah. I was sitting with like a female friend. I'm not going to even like, I'm being kind of peak now, yeah, but I don't find her attractive at all, innit?
Yeah.
And when I saw her on Tinder, bruv, it was crazy, bruv. Like almost every right stripe was like a match. So even like an unattractive girl, yeah, can get matches with like good-looking guys. So they have access to like good-looking guys with tall, nice hair, everything, innit? That's why they have these high demands. Whereas with men, like, it's much more difficult to get like a high-quality woman.
Yeah.
I think that's what causes it.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, because most guys walking around don't have no, you know, like requirements, like the main requirement is just have a vagina, right? It actually is a disadvantage for women, because now women, they're not even trying no more. They just feel like, well, whatever I am, somebody's gonna come and scoop me up. So, you know, I can just be shit. You know, I can just be a fat chick. I can be an unhygienic chick with a smelly vagina. You know, I can be a chick who's ran through because somebody's still gonna wifey me up. This is the thing, because guys don't have no fucking levels and self-respect. You know, guys are gonna tell a girl that is obviously fat that she's thick, right? You're lying to her. Now she, you know, it gives her a full sense of security. You know, and then more girls will start believing that, and before you know it, you're gonna have a lot of girls are just gonna be, you know, just crap. They're gonna look like crap because they know they don't have to try, because, you know, they go on Instagram, they get their egos boosted when they see 100, 300, 1,000 likes under their videos, and the chick is eating cheeseburgers and fries all day. Bro, how many girls you see on Instagram, yeah, who they have large followings, and, you know, they're these quote unquote you know, big and curvy chicks. When you actually really look at them, they're just fat. You know, the girl, yeah, she might have big tits or she might have a big bum, but her arms are big as well. Her ankles are big as well. Her face is big. Bro, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
bro. I don't know about
yeah.
you lot. I don't know about you lot, but that's not for me, bro. You know, and as I said, you don't really see like successful guys with these type of women, bro. It's usually guys that just, you know, whatever. Now, as I said, I don't necessarily like skinny women. I don't really like skinny. I don't like skinny. I already gave you lot the example of a YouTuber that I think is fit, with that Tony Mitchell fitness chick on YouTube. She's not skinny, but she's definitely not fat. Right? And that's just how I see it, bro. Go on.
I got a funny one, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. This is probably gonna sound crazy, isn't it?
Hold on, one second. Big up Guile Red Pill for the super chat. He says, get the likes up. Absolutely. Every one of you hit the like button. Big up RPack17. He super chatted, but the flipping, because I was letting that guy talk and I was trying to do two things at the same time, I missed this super chat. So hopefully, I told him to write what he wrote in the super chat again. Hold on. RPack17, write what you wrote in your super chat and I'll put it on the screen, innit? Yeah? Because I saw that you super chatted, but it went by accident. But yeah, go on, bro.
Funny story, innit? So there was I was at this like social gathering event, and there was like some half French, half Moroccan chick who came from France, innit? And she ended up like, we met like this one time at that social gathering event. And the next day there was another event, and we were both there as well. We ended up taking her to the beach, making out and whatnot, yeah. She wanted to fuck in it, but like, when I felt her, I was like, nah, she ain't thick enough for us, so I rejected it. That's my little funny story, innit?
Oh.
It's mad, bro, like.
Yeah, hey, it's mad like that. It's mad
okay, yeah. That's the thing, yeah, so I agree that I don't really like skinny girls at all as well, man. She's got to be thick, innit? Yeah, I don't like,
listen, I don't like skinny girls, brother. It's weird, like, I put skinny girls and fat girls basically in the same category, blood. Like,
same, bro.
They're the same to me. Like, I just don't like that, like, you know what I mean? But, okay, like, put it like this. If I was to lean more to one side for fat and skinny, I would lean more to the, you know, more meat, like bigger. Do you know what I'm saying? But, I'm not trying to mess with no chick where the first thing you notice on her is her belly, or the first thing you notice on her is that she's got big arms, like the back of her arms are big, or she's got big ankles. Like, that's weird. It's not healthy. It's not a good sign of health.
That's another thing as well. You know, you're mentioning in social media, yeah, why these women have big following.
Yeah.
A lot of it has got to do with the fact that, you know, this shit like body positivity, feminist, blah 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 movement. What this is caused, yeah, like, be happy with, you know, the body you have. The thing is, I disagree with that, because if you're being unhealthy, you shouldn't be fucking happy with that.
Yeah, because it's an ideology of whatever I am, because basically the whole fat shaming thing is protecting fat women. It's not protecting fat men, bruv. Because fat men,
yeah, I agree.
Fat men get called out. Fat men get called out all the time, bruv. Yeah, fat men get joked on by men. They get joked on by women. You know, they even joke on themselves. Nobody is like body positive. You know, it don't matter that he's fat. He's still a nice person, and you should still date him. No one's saying that shit, bro. And I was a fat little kid. I was a chubby little kid, so I know what I'm talking about, fam. Yeah. But when it's girls now, oh, That's not nice to say that. You're shallow. She's a beautiful woman. She's beautiful just the way she is. No, she ain't. She could be. She could be better. I'm not saying she could, like, if a girl's overweight, she's totally ugly. I'm just saying she's not at her best. She's not. And it just shows that if she just doesn't even care, if she's not even trying to fix it, then why should she get with a guy that, you know, is of a certain level? It don't make sense, bro. Because if you turn it around, hold on, bro. If you turn it around and you reverse the roles, 9 out of 10 women are not going to go for it, bro. They're not. And a lot of fat women, they don't want to be with fat men. So that's how you know that whole fat shaming thing is bullshit, blood. But go on. Oh, yeah, hold on. Big up RPack17, he super chatted, yeah? He said, the true value of your message lies with sharing with people that we have the power to control our own collective destinies. Well done. Appreciate that, fam. Appreciate that. You lot follow RPack17's example, hit the super chat and hit the like button, yeah? Support the real media, yeah? Go on, bro.
See, I think the way we've got to do it, there's got to be like a massive shift in the way that men think. We've got to stop being too thirsty and like, you know, going crazy over women, and we've got to be like more selective as a whole. Mm-hmm. You get it? If we do that, trust me, women will fix themselves up automatically. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You know, we as men have got to change.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna let you go with that one, but yeah, that is the problem. That is the problem that most of the reason why us men are in the situation we are in terms of dating, why it's so difficult, why, you know, the girl next door can, you know, basically be a sex worker on OnlyFans and still demand to have a good guy and all of this shit. Girls want to ride the cock carousel and be hoes and ducks, and they still think they deserve a good guy. You know, these girls, they run around only messing with Chad and Tyrone, and then once they've been rinsed out, now they want a good guy. The reason why they run around doing that shit is because guys give them the license to do it, bruv. Because guys, us men are so thirsty, as soon as we see a little bit of cleavage or a little bit of the bum, yeah, we go crazy and start acting like the girl's the last woman on earth. And these girls just, you know, bro, these girls just abuse that power. They're not good with controlling power, bro. So they let the shit go to their heads. They start to believe their own hype, and then the next thing, you know, the girls will just be fat, and then they, you know, they'll think that they're actually runway models when you're just a fat chick, bro. Or a chick or chicks that are not even that good looking, and they will be acting like they're something special. And it's because guys, it's because of us men. If men were to be like, yo, we're not having this anymore. You know, all of this stupid ego, all this attitude, all this mean behavior, we're not going for it no more. You're not getting no more attention no more. Women would change overnight. I promise you, blood.
Yeah, exactly. That was my point. But yeah, just one more thing I want to say before I head off. So, you know, as you said, if someone disagrees with you, they should call up. So, Mark 23, bro, call up. Yeah. I disagreed with Richez when I first called up, you know, on a certain point, and I made my view as well. So you should do the same.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Listen, yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that. And yeah, you're right. Look, all you people that have this is why I can't respect like trolls or people who have stuff to say, because they never call up. People that want to, you know, put out information about me or something, I don't respect you because you don't call up. You're not real. You don't exist. You're nothing. You know what I mean? Unless you have the balls to confront me in person, you are nothing. You're my bitch. I have power over you. Now, if you have the balls to confront me and say something, then I can respect you. Simple as that. It's just like when I talk about these dating coaches, none of them have the balls to confront me on what I'm saying, bro. None of them. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's why I don't respect them. That's why I know I can say whatever I want about them, because they just don't have, and it's not like they don't hear it. They do. Right? Nah, what they want to do is send their little minions to come and troll my stuff. Listen, it don't matter if you're trolling, because you're still giving me views. Even if you dislike the video, you're still giving me attention. Stupid. Even when you write stupid things in the chat, you're still helping me. Like, I own you. You don't own me. I don't know you. You know me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, real talk, bruv. Real talk. Like, I own these motherfuckers, man. But anyway, Hamza.
I'm gonna go off, yeah. Take it easy.
Yeah, man. Safe G. Safe G. Alright. Alright. This is the thing. It's like people are just weird. Like, you know, this is the thing I want a lot of you lot to understand. Yeah, when you are on the road and you're doing the thing that you're meant to be doing, people will come out from under their rocks to try and distract you, knock you off balance. They're gonna say things like, you know, you're wrong or you're an idiot, or they'll try and bring out the ways that you may have made mistakes or whatever. You know, they'll try and bring up any of your failures. You know, people just say things just out of line. You know, when you're telling the truth, they'll say that you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. You know, when you say some real shit, just like someone in the chat said, Richez, stop getting mad, bro. I don't see how I'm mad. You've never seen me mad in your life, bruv. You've never seen me angry. So, like, you know, people say silly things like that when really it's just like, bruv, why can't you just be normal? Like, if you disagree with what I'm saying, then call up and confront me and speak your opinion, speak your point of view. Stop writing comments. A lot of people are just not built like that. They don't have the mental power. They don't have the social power to speak, but they can type. You know what I mean? It's weird. Weirdos, man. You know what I mean? Like, see, this Frederick Flair guy's like, he's just saying nonsense, you know, and I'm going to block you because you're just distracting the chat now, and I'm not going to let you distract the viewers away. Right? You've already distracted me enough, and now you're out, right? And mods on this channel, if you're a mod on this channel, I have mods on here. You lot are just there and you're not really doing anything, right? You just got spanners and you're not doing nothing. When people are saying shit and they're trolling, block them, right? If they're saying out of line shit, block them, right? Yeah, the people that are just obviously stupid, block them, bruv. Right, so I know Scream should be a mod on this channel. Scream, when people are saying silly shit, block them, bruv. Right, straight up, like, because I'm not really on that. And the thing is, the reason why like trolls are very dangerous, yeah, is because the reason why trolls are very dangerous is that they distract everybody, because what their mission is to come in and disrupt the message, just cause disruption. So, like, for instance, sometimes people, they may not mean to be a distraction, but they end up doing it. They'll come in and they'll say something outrageous, or they'll say something, you know, insulting me personally, you know, and it's like everybody in the chat will be talking to them instead of listening to the message, and then you end up missing the message, and you end up drifting to talk about that one person, giving them attention, or talking about something that's just irrelevant. Mental power is very important. Being able to concentrate, to pay attention to what is important. Many people fail in this world because they are easily distracted, bruv. Many people will not reach their goal or their full potential because some troll came along and knocked you off balance. This is the way of the world. We live in a very evil world with evil people, people who live diabolical lives, you know, people who they just don't want to see other people be happy. They don't want to see other people be successful. And instead of working on their own success, they want to tear yours down. Simple. So you need to be very hyper aware of that. I'm very hyper aware of trolls and time wasters and distractors, bruv. People need to be very careful with the things that they say. Now, all the people that say, you know, things that do not go along with what I'm saying, you know, or people that, you know, may critique what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with that, you know. But don't turn yourself into the center of attention or the main attraction. Don't be a distraction. If you have a problem with what I'm saying, you're more than welcome to call into the show. The phone number's in the title, the Skype handle's in the title. Let's talk about it. I don't have a problem with people who have a difference of opinion, but some people, it's not that they have a difference of opinion. Their mission is to distract everyone and cause disruption. So that's why mods, I'm giving you license. When people say shit that's out of line, when they're obviously trying to insult me or anyone else, they come to cause trouble or whatever like that, block them. Because their mission is to destroy what we're doing. Real talk. Big up Sammy Jones for the super chat, man. Showing support and respect. You always dropping gems, and I'm always stay tuned in. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. I appreciate that, fam. Appreciate that highly, man. That's my guy there, Sammy Jones. I think you're a mod as well, Sammy. Yeah. So that goes for you. All of you lot that are mods, yeah. And the mods are people that usually super chat regularly. People that I see that usually always support the channel. Those are the people that get modded. I'm not just gonna mod people that are just there talking rubbish. You don't go like that, bro. You know? Big out Outgunned. He says salty haters salty because King called out the dating sims. Yeah, and that's what I noticed. Like from when I started talking about certain dating coaches that are perceived as popular or whatever, right? That are internet popular. That's when I noticed I started getting a lot of trolls. You know, that's when it started to really come out of nowhere. And you know, I really believe a lot of these dating coaches, they're saying stuff about me, disparaging things on their Patreons, yeah, because they're obviously I'm not gonna pay to listen to their stupid shit, right? So, you know, they probably be saying stuff to their viewers on Patreon, and then so now they send their people to come and troll, you know, and I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna do what I'm doing because what I'm talking about, the things I'm talking about are way more important than what they're talking about with how to deceive a girl into sleeping with you. That's what all their channels, their thing is about, is how to deceive and trick a girl into sleeping with you. That's it. My thing is about getting power and being the best you, and living and living a life where you're in control. Living a life where you're high value, where you don't have to answer to nobody and you're not at anybody's mercy, whether it is a chick, whether it is your boss, whether it is your parents, whether it's anyone. You know? Simple as that. We got outgunned, man. Fuck the haters. Fuck the ops. We got Scream. My boy Scream. I haven't seen you in ages, man. Where you been hiding, man? We got Scream for the super chat. I didn't even say nothing, but he's a mod on here. Scream. Same goes for you. If anyone's talking rubbish, you know, they're obviously not talking anything constructive. You know, they're not being reasonable with their differences of opinion, and they just seem like they just want to throw insults out there or distract everybody from the message. Block them. Straight. Block them. That's how it is from now on, man. Because you know, and this is the thing, as the more successful you get and the more your voice is getting heard, the more haters and trolls and all these kind of people are guaranteed to come in no matter what thing you're doing. So, you know, this is to be expected. Yeah. We got Guile Red Pill again. He says, these dating coaches are talking stuff. F them boys. Yeah, man, bro. Like at the end of the day, as I said, success is the best pickup line, bruv. You know? And success is the best pickup line. Yeah, your lifestyle should be your best pickup line. You know what I mean? So yeah, no trolls come back, you know, and it don't matter how many times these trolls come back and these people come back, just block them. Just keep blocking them. Yeah, like, and because they're silly, they don't understand. They're still giving me views. So it's so silly, like, you know, and I've got so much power over them, you know, I make them mad and all of that, you know, but it's all good. But anyway, listen, the phone line's all open, yeah? Next caller, call up. If you're a troll, if you're a person that doesn't like me, you got a problem with me, call up to the show. Let's argue. Let's have it out, man. You know what I mean? I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, big up Scream. He's been doing his finals in college and stuff like that. Big up Scream. Yeah. Make sure you subscribe to my second channel. This video will be disappearing from the King Richez channel, and it will be posted on Don't Shoot the Messenger, which is my second channel where all these long live streams are posted. Yeah. Real talk. More importantly than all this troll and haters talk, yeah, listen, as I said at the beginning of the video, everybody in here, you need to understand, you need to get power in your life so you can live a better life and be happy, bro. You know what I mean? Stop looking for happiness in a chick. Hello, what's your name and where you calling from?
It's me, Tony.
It's who?
Tony.
Tony. Where's Tony calling from?
London.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
I have an argument that I want to point out.
Go on.
Yeah, I remember one of your videos you said you talked about rap music and you basically brought up Tupac's name and how he's not a good role model.
Yep.
But I'm afraid I might have to disagree with you to some kind of degree.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Go on. What didn't you agree with, bro?
Huh?
What didn't you agree with? Like, what have you got to say about it?
Well, you said that he was all about thug life, and yeah, that is true. But that's not how he started off as from the beginning when he first came out. Because when he first came out, he was trying to build a foundation for himself as a black individual.
Yeah. Listen, let me just say this in the beginning, yeah, bro. I know I've done all my research about Tupac a long time ago, bro. Like, he was my favorite rapper, celebrity, everything, bro. I did all the research about him and his family, you know, his mom, you know, Black Panther Party, all of that. You know, he was like pro-black. You know, he was, you know, he did have good political intentions. You know, his first album, what is it, Tupacalypse Now, was all about police brutality and you know, overcoming the system. Yeah, I know all of that shit, bro. Bro, I have every single Tupac album, bro. I have every single one, bro. What is it? Tupacalypse Now, Strictly for My Niggas, Machiavelli. What's it? All Eyes on Me, Me Against the World. Until the End of Time, Are You Still Down? Bruv, I got all of them, bruv.
Even Thug Life Volume 1.
Thug Life Volume 1, all of that, bruv. Pour Out a Little Liquor, all of that. That was like one of my favorite songs, Pour Out a Little Liquor. Bruv, I know about this guy's history, bruv. You know what I'm saying? This is why I know what I'm talking about. This is like, motherfuckers think I'm just talking out my ass sometimes, bro. I know what I'm talking about, fam. like I grew up listening to that guy, bro. I had all the Tupac posters on the walls, bro. I was one of, yeah, like, this is what I'm saying. I was just like everybody else, bro. You know what I'm saying? But as an adult who can look in hindsight and reflect, bro, yeah, he would say some, like when he did first come out, yeah, he was, you know, as I said, Tupacalypse Now, that was more like a political things like he was talking about. And he wasn't really glorifying thug life, really. He was talking about, you know, the harsh realities, right? But as he evolved, he turned into what I'm talking about. And his popularity his popularity only really exploded when he turned to thug life, bro.
Yeah.
And this is the thing.
Because at the beginning when he first came out, no, the mainstream industry weren't really trying to fuck with him like that because of the fact he was on the political side of things.
When he first came out, he was like a background dancer, bro. He was a background dancer, and then he joined Digital Underground. See, I know the history, bruv. He was with Digital he was with Digital Underground with a guy called Shock G. Some guy that used to wear fake nose, bruv. Well, I hope it was a fake nose, because that nose looked nuts. Huh?
You always know what to say, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, like, bro, I don't know, but and then he was like friends with Biggie before, they had songs together and stuff like that. Yeah, bro. I know about this dude, but what I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, he did promote the negative shit, bro. He did.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Bro, Thug Life, bro. He had Thug Life tattooed on his stomach, bro.
Yeah.
When in what's it, the album All Eyes on Me. All Eyes on Me. That was just a Thug album, bro.
Yeah.
That I swear, that has to be his most famous album, bro. It has to be.
It is.
That's what I'm saying, like come on, bro. Like come on, fam. Like this is the thing. I was arguing about this with somebody yesterday, with one of my mates yesterday. We was arguing about this shit. That because he was saying to me, you can't talk shit about rappers because I'm like, bro, why is it we're the only people that think like this, bro? Again, I was just like everybody else, bro, but my eyes opened, bro.
Oh yeah, speaking of political,
yeah,
Ice Cube did the same shit in his music as well when he went solo too.
Yeah, the whole concept of NWA, right? And I'm obviously, you lot know I did the video "Rappers Are Tools of White Supremacy," yeah. Like basically, I had a lot of people coming in nitpicking. NWA came out this year. They didn't come out that year. I'm like, bro, what the fuck difference does that make? This is the thing. Black people love defending dysfunction, bro. So what I'm saying is that NWA came out and they basically promoted the gangster lifestyle. They did. The rate of black, gangster culture, the popularity of black gangster culture rose as the popularity of NWA rose. It was the same. It was the same time, bro. But people want to say, oh no, they came out in 1990s. No, they came out in 1980s. What difference does it make? It's the what I said is still true. Right? And people don't want to be real about it, bro. I watched another video today, right, on a British black British little YouTube channel, right? And basically on the channel they was debating on there was some black guy who's a pastor in the UK that he's got a big following of young black people, and some young black people come out and said that he was doing fraud and etc., right? And that, like, a lot of people have a lot of different views on him. Some people think he's good, some people think he's bad, right? And like this girl that was on the show, she was saying how that, like, bro, like it's crazy how black people, a lot of black people come out to, critique this pastor, about the things that have been going on, which actually, let me add, there's no evidence. He's been investigated by the police and there's never been charged with anything. They've never found any concrete evidence that he's done anything wrong, right? But black people will come out and love to talk shit about him, but they don't talk shit about their neighborhood drug dealer, bro, who they know is recruiting young black boys to go and sell drugs in country areas, blood. For sure they're doing that, bro. You know for sure that they are promoting thug life, 100%. But nobody talk, bro. I'm literally one of the only black guys that talk about that shit, bro. Literally, America or England, bro. I'm literally one of the only ones, bro. You know what I mean? So it's just a fact of, like, I get where you're coming from with your point that, Tupac did talk about some good stuff. Bro, everybody talks a little bit of good stuff, bro. Everybody does.
But the problem with that, when people talk about the good stuff, the only problem with that is no one's trying to hear it. They would rather hear about dysfunction and all that shit.
Yeah, but that's a problem in the whole culture. That's a problem with the whole community, bro. And the reason why, as I always say, the problems with the black community, why it's so messed up and upside down and dysfunctional, is because we all come from dysfunctional, broken homes. That's why. We don't come from balanced homes where we have a proper role model of what a man is meant to be. Our mums, you know, are trying to be the mum and the dad, and they can't do it, right? And obviously women, you know, women are just not as logical as men. They're not as well balanced and tend to make more bad decisions based on emotion. So if you are growing up in a household where you only have your mum, you will tend to grow up to be an unbalanced individual as well. And you'll be looking for male role models outside.
That's usually how that should start.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me just shout out. Hold on, let me shout out the super chats. Big up Slicker Pone. He says, it's all about self-improvement. Without that, you are just a shell of a man. Until you truly feel good about yourself, it doesn't matter how many women you can pull. Absolutely. As I said, a lot of times, you know, a lot of these dating coaches, all they tell you is how to get girls, how to sleep with girls. And my thing is, okay, but if you haven't patterned your life properly and you manage to deceive or trick one of these girls into sleeping with you, number one, you won't be able to keep her around long because you're faking it. Number two, once you bust a nut, then what? You know, you've busted a nut and then you come back to reality, and the reality is your life is still shit. So that's my take on it. Big up, hold on. Big up Lionel for the super chat. He says, when you said superpower, that's when I started putting 2 and 2 together. Oh, so that's where the certain dating coaches get that from. Absolutely. But listen, a lot of these dating coaches, especially the ones that came out, you know, last year, because they got large followings and a lot of views. So you lot may think they've been out for a long time. They haven't. A lot of them came out last year, and they've been biting information from all different sources, including myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, but the whole concept of superpowers absolutely is real, bruv. Big up Lionel. Big up Lionel. Hold on. But yeah. But go on, bro. What's your last point, bro?
Oh, that was basically it.
Oh, okay. No worries. One more
question before I head off.
Yeah.
I had a question in regards to creating businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said like when it comes to young people like starting to learn how to create businesses from early as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering, is it too late for somebody that is in his 20s? Like, does he still have time to do that?
Bruv, of course not, bro. Come on, man.
Oh.
Bruv, as long as you're not dead, it's not too late, bruv.
Okay.
Do you get it? As long as you're still breathing, you've got opportunity, bruv. But it's in your best interest to do it at a younger age because you have more energy and more opportunity and more time. You get me? Because the older you get, the more responsibilities, the more, things are, pulling you this way, that way. The younger you are, the less responsibilities you have. So you have more time to focus on what you need to be doing. That's the only reason why I say start. Huh?
Even if you're in your 20s.
Bro, I just told you, bruv.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Bruv, 20, yeah, someone said it in the chat, 20s is your prime years, bruv.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, man, you all getting scared and shit. Nah, man, come on, bruv. Just focus your time and energy and you'll be all right, man. You know what I mean? Make good decisions. Surround yourself with people that are like-minded. Surround yourself with people in the industry you want to get into. Try to make friends with, guys that are successful in that industry and try and learn from them. Try to get a job in that industry and learn as much as you can, and do all the homework. Do all the homework and research about the industry. And then when you feel like you're good to go, start ASAP. Don't wait. Don't hesitate.
Right.
Don't second guess yourself. Don't think about it too much. Just start, bruv. Yeah? All right, no worries, man. That was a good question. Make sure you call back if you got any more questions on it, or if you disagree with anything ever again. All right. All right, no worries, bro. Safe.
Safe.
Good call. I'm gonna take one more call, so call in. I'm gonna take one more call today. Yeah, one more call. Make sure you've watched my video that I posted earlier on today. I posted a really good video where I gave a young guy some good advice. He was gonna make a really bad decision because he was obsessed by vagina, by chicks, and he was gonna put himself in a bad financial situation. And I gave him a lot of good advice, and I think a lot of young guys will benefit from listening to that video. So make sure you go and watch the video that I posted earlier on today. Yeah. And I think I'm going to be doing that every day. I'm going to be posting videos early and then doing live streams at night. So, make sure you keep checking back on the channel. I know YouTube doesn't notify everybody when I'm live or when I'm posting videos. So, do your due diligence and keep checking out. Yeah. Checking. Yeah. I'm going to take one more call. So, you listen. One more caller. Skype. The phone number's in the chat. The Skype handle's in the chat. I'm gonna take one more caller. Make sure everyone's hit the like button. Let me check how many likes are on this, man. Because I know sometimes you lot be just here and you don't like the video. But then you'll be listening to dating coaches talking about pickup lines and, how long you should wait after getting a girl's number to call her and all this kind of stupid, dumb shit. Like, like, bruv, stop wasting time, fam. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me see. 80, look. Yo, listen, let's get it to 100 likes right now, yeah? Let's get it to 100 likes right now. We've got the trolls back in here. Yeah, big up Ricky. Look, a troll came in to tell me to shut up and I'm a fuck nigga and all this stupid shit. One of these dating cultures, drifter, little bitch boy, cocksuckers, and then Ricky come in and put a big super chat underneath him. Yeah. I love that. Big up Ricky. Yeah. Let me block this guy quickly. So, all right. What is your opinion and view on powerful and wealthy aristocrats and corporations in the UK who have offshore company headquarters and don't pay their fair share of taxes? Bro, at the end of the day, yeah, like the people who are wealthy and who have real money, they usually are cheating the system in one way or another. Yeah, a lot of these companies are cheating the system. They're not paying, the taxes and all of that stuff. And this is just the way it is, bro. You know what I mean? Like, my view is that most rich people are conning, are doing something dodgy one way or another, right? And yeah, that's just my view on it, bruv. That's my view on it. You're saying that corporations that have offshore company headquarters and don't pay fair share taxes, bruv. At the end of the day, everybody's trying to win in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, if I was in charge of those companies or I was one of those aristocrats, I'd probably try and do the same thing too. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I mean? It's all about winning, bro. It's all about winning. But big up Ricky Guthrie for the super chat. I think I've got to make. Hey Ricky, are you a mod on this channel? Because you are a consistent supporter on this channel, and I gotta give back to you lot. You lot need to have some power over here as well, because a lot of these dating coaches are sending their dickheads to come and troll my live streams. They're probably telling them in their Patreons, oh, that nigga King Richez, he talking shit. Go troll him, go and talk shit about him. So big up Ricky Guthrie anyway. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I can hear you. What's your name? Where you calling from?
New York, man.
All right, cool. So what do you want to talk about? You're the last caller, bro. Make it good. What you want to talk about?
Man, I just want to know, how do you handle when you just feel like giving up? There's a lot of people that just doubt you or whatever, even though you know it's like you have to ignore it, but then like everywhere you go it's like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like shit just wants you to not do what you want to do, but you know that you really want to do that shit in your heart. You love it, like it's just, you know what I mean?
Who's like telling you not to do it? Who's telling you not to do it?
Just critics. Yeah, critics.
Oh.
That's the best way I could put it.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, bro, at the end of the day, like, it's just like, bro, like, I've been doing this live stream for like coming up to 2 hours, right? And I've had people coming in, you know, this guy coming in tell me to shut up, I'm a fuck nigga, and then all these other people telling me what you're saying, you're chatting shit, and da 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 da. Bro, it's irrelevant, bruv. Whatever people say, if they're not giving you constructive criticism, it's irrelevant, bro. It's irrelevant. You need to be focused on you. You got to understand, as I said earlier, yeah, these people are, their mission is to distract you, bruv, and to knock you off balance. That's their mission, bruv. That is their mission, to distract you, knock you off balance, make you drift. They want to control you. You see, this is the thing with haters and trolls and people that want to, you know, just tell you can't do what you're doing. They want to control you. They want to control your mind. They want to control your actions. You need to have mental toughness, mental power, that you can identify what these people are doing and that you can put yourself in a position where it doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. Mental toughness, man. Real talk.
Thing, man, like I know I always bring up music, but like you know, I'm from the hood. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear none of that. They want to hear what everybody's hearing. So, like what everybody's doing. Like,
do you want to hear some real talk, fam? Right?
What's up?
Like for me, like when I was, you know, like a lot younger and I was like just like hanging around like niggas, smoking, drinking, you know, doing petty crime, doing stupid shit, right? And then I came to the point where I was like, I've had enough of it. To be honest, I had to cut off, bro. I had to cut off because the thing is, yeah, you can't save everyone, bro. You can't convince everyone to think the way you think. Once your eyes open and you...
In terms of what? Like, how do you, like, what do you mean?
Like for instance, right? Like for instance, you're saying like in terms of music, right? Like everybody around you, they want to hear the negative shit. They like the ratchet shit. They like the trap, drill, whatever. You know, that's the shit, bro. Like that shouldn't affect you. You shouldn't let it affect you, bro. If you know that it's not the right way, if you know that's not the way you want to go or whatever, bro, you gotta just leave them to it and do your own thing. Even if doing your own thing is not seen as popular, even if the people around you don't appreciate it, there will be people out there that will. See, the stuff I'm talking about on my channel, a lot of people don't appreciate it. A lot of people don't care. That's why my channel is not huge. You know, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating that there's guys on YouTube that came out after me that have, you know, taken content from me and other people, and they're not really giving anything, any substantial value out there, and they're bigger. You know, they've gone huge. And then some people will look at them and say, well, he's better than you because he gets more views, or he's better than you because he got more subs, when really deep down you know that he's trash. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't stop me from doing what I need to do, because there are people out there that do appreciate what I'm saying, that do understand the difference between real content and garbage. You have to cater to that audience, because then inside yourself you can walk with dignity and with your head held up, because you didn't conform to, you know, what is quote unquote, you know, popular or stereotypical or whatever. You kept it real. You kept it the realest. Them motherfuckers are not being real. They're just following. They're sheep. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So don't worry about. Listen, the majority of people. Listen, bro. The majority of people on this planet are fucking stupid, bro. The majority of people on this planet are followers and sheep. Men, women, black, white. Majority are stupid. Majority of followers. Whatever is they are told is popular, they will follow it, bro. Black people, we know these stereotypical things are bad, but because the majority of people are stupid and followers, they all follow it and they think it's cool because they're told that, yeah, this is the popular thing. We are the people that are smart. We are the ones that are set apart. We are the ones that are special because we are the minority, bruv. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So don't ever let that shit like make you feel some type of way because, you know, the majority of people are not on the same wavelength as you. Fuck them, bruv. Because one day they will wake up, bruv.
And the thing that really, like, what triggered it is, like, when I bring this up, we're not even gonna go deep into this particular gender of this person. But I sent my EP to a female, and we was texting. She got back at me within 1 minute. The EP is 10 minutes long. 1 minute she was it's trash. And I deleted it, but I deleted all of my EPs. I can't recover, but I let that take over. I let that, you know what I'm saying? Like something so small, it just, yeah.
Now I know what you're saying, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I talk about mental toughness, mental power. You need to have that, bro. You need to be able to, you know, hear people talk shit to you or critique you or just be mean and just let it roll off your back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, because look, the majority of successful people have gone through that situation you just had. Majority of us, all who have had any kind of success in any kind of way, shape, or form, we've been told that what we're doing is trash. We don't know what we're talking about. You know, it's not gonna work. You need to forget that and do what I think you should do. We've all heard it at some point in our lives. Now it's up to us as an individual. You know, it's up to each one of us as individuals if you are going to let that person have power over you and your decisions. Because if you go by what other people think and their opinions, and they're not giving you constructive criticism, because there's a difference. There's a difference between someone giving you constructive criticism and someone just telling you, oh, that shit's trash, because that's just not what they're into. It's different. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, you need to be mentally aware when someone's giving you constructive criticism. Yeah, because sometimes you may put something out and it might be trash. Yeah. But like you need to be able to decipher the real critique from just dickheads. You know what I mean? And then you just need to be mentally tough that, you know, even when you are faced with adversity or, you know, obstacles, you can persevere and keep going and stay consistent. And even though it's frustrating and sometimes it's annoying and sometimes you're not motivated, you still push yourself. This is why I say you got to be your own biggest motivator, coach, cheerleader, all of it, bruv. Real talk. Yeah? All right, brother. I'm gonna. You're the last caller, man. Is there anything you want to say in closing?
Thank you.
All right, no worries, man. Take care. Peace. Call back anytime, yeah.
No problem.
All right, Margie. All right, man. Big up me and Lucille for the super chat. Reality checks in always. I appreciate that, fam. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm just trying to help motherfuckers, man. And listen, yeah. Listen, I just feel like this, like with these live caller shows, I want people that have problems. If you lot got problems or anything going on in your life, call up, man, and then hopefully I can help you lot. Yeah, I just think that there's a lot of people out there that need a little bit of advice or a little bit of a push in the right direction. You know, I'm not perfect. You know, I'm not exactly where I want to be in life right now, but I've been through a lot of things in life, a lot of different situations and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's how it goes. We got Sammy Jones. Sammy says left another super chat, but I guess it didn't go through. Bro, I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it. But I appreciate you anyway, because you're always consistent, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to end this right here. I appreciate all of you, man. I appreciate every single one of you that supported this live stream. It means a lot. I'll be back again with another video tomorrow, another couple videos tomorrow. Make sure you check out the video that I did earlier today. Yeah, where I gave a young guy some advice, which was very vital, so he didn't fuck his life up. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to my second channel as well, where this video will be posted, right? This video will not be here. Once I end this live stream, it will disappear from King Richez, but it will be on my second channel, which I'm spamming in the chat. Go over there and subscribe to that channel now so you can listen to the playback, yeah? Anyway, I appreciate all of you. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure you get power, and I'm out. Peace.